Alright, so I'm at the local election center seeing who people voted for, and oh shoot, someone's coming out the door right now. Let's see who they voted for. Yo, man, who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for?
Voted for Antoine Leroy.
Wait, aren't you Kyle Fertilowski?
No, that's not me. That's not. No, that's totally not.
Wait. Yo, that's not my gosh, it's Kyle Fertilowski.
No, chill, yo.
It's Kyle Fertilowski.
Chill. Stop. Darn it! I can't believe my own son would vote against me in the election. I mean, that's just preposterous. And I lost all of my money with that stupid short trade. I lost everything. Antoine Leroy is a bum. He's a fraud. He was doing insider trading. How did nobody even notice that? I mean, I lost everything and he gained it all. My son despises me, and I can't believe that this is my life now. I live in this shed. What's that? Someone at the door, it seems.
I'm Chet Donaldson. I understand that I'm not necessarily in the most professional setting right now, but there has been a massive piece of news that has come on. Antoine Leroy just won the election. Sean Hugh Fertilowski just lost the election in a devastating defeat. And his own son, Kyle Fertilowski, voted against his favor, as we saw in that live stream a little earlier. So we're just going to check on Sean Hugh Fertilowski, knock on his door, and see how he's feeling after that defeat. So, yeah, here we go. Open the door! Sean!
Whoa, what's going on here?
So I just wanted to ask how you're feeling about that devastating defeat that you've taken after, losing to Antoine Leroy and your own son voting against you. Isn't that awful?
Yeah, first I'd just like to say, I don't know what you think you can do here, just coming to my house and, my shack of sorts and just kind of invading my privacy and asking about my family, personal life. But yeah, no, Antoine is a fake and a fraud. I totally deserve to win that election. It's kind of sad that they would let someone like Antoine run this country. Stole the election personally, and it's quite disappointing that that's what happened here. Yeah.
Well, so Sean, we will be entering your home.
Well, I would prefer. Okay,
we will be entering your home. I'd like you to take a seat, possibly, if you can do so. And we're going to be teaching you how to momentum invest, Sean, because that short trade was awful. It was rancid. It was really the worst I've possibly ever seen. You lost millions by the milliseconds, and you're just a horrible momentum investor, and we want to make sure no one else ends up like you in your awful position that you are today, and we want to make sure that everyone ends up like Antoine Leroy, that beautiful, successful president out there.
So what, you're going to teach me how to momentum invest or something?
Yeah, we're going to teach you how to properly apply momentum investing. So the first important part of momentum investing is strategy development. So the first thing you want to make sure you do is you make sure to develop a simple trading strategy that you can stick to really easily and be consistent with. Next, you want to make sure your strategy is fully based on the fundamental concepts of price action, specifically support and resistance, technical indicators, and trend identification. Because since we're riding trends, and that's the whole point of the strategy, we want to make sure our trend identification is optimized. And lastly, we want to make sure our trading strategy is pretty simple, because in the long term, it's much easier to identify support and resistance levels, and technical indicators kind of become less important. So if you keep your strategy pretty simple, you'll be able to maximize the number of investments you get into and make sure that those investments are most likely to be profitable.
So next are a couple time frames that are going to be important when you're momentum investing. So first up, we have what swing traders are going to do. Basically, swing traders are kind of in between day traders and momentum investors. So they're a little bit shorter term than normal momentum investing. So first off, you're going to be looking at the 15-minute time frame on the candlestick chart. And basically, that's going to be trends that you're going to ride for a couple of weeks, no longer than that. And then you're going to look at the 30-minute to 1 hour time frames for any trends that you're going to try and ride for over a month. And then real momentum investors, fully momentum investors, not swing traders, are going to look 4 hours to a day, and that's going to be any stocks that you're going to or any trend that you're going to try and hold for about a year. And then you're going to want to look at a 1 week time frame if you're looking for trends that you're going to ride for a year plus.
All right, so lastly, we're going to be going over some risk management strategies for momentum investing. First one is pretty simple. If you're more confident with the investment, bet more money on it. And if you're less confident, bet less money. And this just makes sure that you maximize the profits from those investments you think are going to be really, really strong and minimize the losses from those you're not quite sure how well they'll turn out. Along with that, you also want to make sure you use multiple time frames to identify various support and resistance levels. And the reason for this is that if you're making an investment and you're riding this trend that you think you've noticed, you want to check out in the long time frame and make sure that there aren't any resistance levels that the price is approaching that may cause the price to rebound down and may cause your momentum investment to not be successful. In this video on the application of momentum investing, the first thing we went over was strategy development and how to make sure you develop a strategy that maximizes your profits.
We then went over different time frames that you can use on candlestick charts depending on how long you want to ride momentum for.
And lastly, we went over risk management techniques to make sure that you're putting in the most money on the trades you know will be most profitable.